Hello Geeks and Gamers, Matt Lemke here with True Gamer Goggles, and today we have another box breaking for you. This box breaking is Druid vs. Necromancer for the expansion set of Mage Wars, the newest one actually. And as with all of our box breakings, I've never seen the contents of this box. I'm aware a little bit about what's going on, kind of because I interviewed them at Origins this summer before it came out. We'll start by looking at the insert, which is basically gives you all the game design, all the playtesters, the introduction. It goes over the new special abilities for the Druid, and then it goes over, when you open it up to page 2 or the middle page, it goes over the basics for the Necromancer. On the last inner page, it has the new attack rules, or the new rules that apply to the expansion, and codex information, or basically your index / glossary. So we're going to take a look at spreading vines real quick. Life springs up in the footsteps of the Druid each deployment phase. The Druid may place a new vine marker in her zone, or she may instead place the marker in a zone or adjacent to a zone containing a vine marker. So it grows. That's kind of cool. Tree bond. Druid is only as strong as the force she protects. When a friendly tree conjuration comes into play, she may bond with it, placing her tree bond marker on it. This bonding makes both the tree and the Druid stronger. The Druid gains innate +4 life and +1 channel. The tree gains innate life +4 and armor +1 and a lifeblood of +2. That's pretty cool. And without wasting too much time, we're going to take a look at the special abilities that the Necromancer has, which is Plague Master and Eternal Servant. Death is the ally of the skilled Necromancer. They spend their time perfecting diseases to spread amongst the peoples of Etheria. The benefits of this study is twofold. First, studying plagues has granted the Necromancer poison immunity trait. Secondly, during the upkeep phase, for each object that has one or more poison condition markers on it, the Necromancer may pay 1 mana to place 1 direct poison damage on that object. These guys are really good. Plagues are but one aspect of death. The Necromancer can make a single undead creature truly undying. When summoning a non-legendary, non-epic undead creature, the Necromancer can make it his Eternal Servant and places an Eternal Servant marker on it. All of the creature's attacks gain +1 piercing trait. Then, should the servant be destroyed, the Necromancer may reanimate the creature by paying its casting cost. That's pretty good also. And, of course, every expansion comes with new tokens. Here's Tree Bond and Eternal Servant, the Initiative token, Vines, Zombies, Growth, and Ecthelid Larva. And on the back, basically the same thing. Slightly different pictures. New spellbook. Oh, zoom out just a hair for you so you can see the spellbook. This is, I'm guessing, the Necromancer spellbook, which is pretty easy to assume. It looks like skin stitched together with some runes on it. It's good art. I like it. One of the coolest things about the expansions for me is these spellbooks that are themed towards the particular casters that are going to be using their spellbook. The Druid spellbook is pretty cool, and I do believe, well, it's almost an identical cover on the front and the back. Almost. And then we're going to open up the Druid, which, like I've said before, I'm a pretty big fan of the fantasy artwork that is usually in card games. I'm a big Magic player. Well, I was. I've kind of fallen off the Magic scene, but the Mage Wars art is really pretty good quality, in my opinion. They went for a theme, and they managed to stick with it. The Druid, which has Witchwood training, is a wood elf, and you can see all the stats here. Trained in Nature School and 1 level of the Water School. Fire and war spells cost triple. So she's penalized for taking those spells, and we already covered Vine and Tree Bond. We're going to go through here real quick, try and find some new spells. I don't have all the spells memorized, but I'm pretty sure that is a new spell, because it's Druid only. Once per round, this mage may pay 1 less mana when she casts or reveals a plant spell. Meditation Amulet. Add 3 mana to your mana pool. Mokardi's Branch. Veteran's Belt. Vine Whip Staff. Druid only. Bloodspine Wall. A few of those. Corrosive Orchid. Living. Flame. +2. Hydro Immunity. Comes into play with a mist token on it. When Orchid's attack targets a mage at the end of the damage and effect step, you may remove the mist token. Choose an equipment object on that mage and pay its casting cost to destroy that object. Really cool. I like it. Etherean Life Tree. Mokardi, Great Tree of Life. Regenerate 2, Living Legendary, Flame +2, Hydro Immunity. All friendly living creatures in Mokardi's zone gain the Regenerate 2 trait. That's a really good creature. Nightshade Lotus. A few of those. Samara Tree. Seedling Pod. Stranglevine. Tanglevine. Target is restrained and gains the unmovable trait, basically. Vine Tree. During the deployment phase, you may pay 1 mana, place 1 additional vine marker with your spreading vines. During the deployment phase, Vine Tree may cast 1 vine creature or conjuration spell. That's really cool too. Devouring Jelly. Well, there's a lot of new stuff in here, really. Now we're into some of the less unique creatures and spells. Thorn Lasher. Vine Snapper. Barskin. Cantrip, Druid only, mage gains armor +2 and regenerate 2. Very nice. Stumble. A Burst of Thorns, a few of them. Dispel. Renewing Rain, remove all burn conditions from all objects. All friendly living objects may heal up to 2 damage. Acid Ball, I believe that's a new spell. Cloak of Shadows. Dark Mage only. Death Ring. Necromancer only. Death Shroud Staff. Oh. Well, let's look at the Death Ring. Up to twice per round, this mage may pay 1 less mana when he or a spawn point he controls casts or reveals a necro or undead spell. Enchantments only receive this discount when they are revealed. The Death Shroud Staff is for the Necromancer only, and once per round as a quick necro spell, you may pay 2 mana to target a zone up to 1 zone away. All friendly undead creatures in that zone gain melee +1 until the end of the round. That's pretty impressive. Another Druid's Life Ring. Ooh, Libro Mortus, which is the spellbook, sort of. It's actually the art on the spellbook. Spawn Point, Necromancer only, epic. During the deployment phase, Libra Mortos, whatever, may summon 1 undead creature in your zone. If Libra Mortos is destroyed, you may lose 3 life to return it to your spellbook instead of the discard pile. Very interesting. Another meditation omelet. Branch, more veterans belts. Vine whip staff. Ooh, wand of healing. 3 of them. Altar of Skulls, zone exclusive for the Necromancer. Whenever an enemy corporeal creature is destroyed, place a skull token on the altar. Once per round, as a full action, a friendly cleric creature in altar zone may place a skull token on the altar. While altar has 8 or more skull tokens, it gains life bond +2. All living creatures gain finite life, and during their upkeep phase, each living creature receives 2 direct poison damage. That's mean! More Bloodspun Veils, Corrosive, Ethereal Life Tree. Oh, Graveyard. Spawn Point, Burnproof. During deployment phase, Graveyard may summon 1 dark non-living creature. The first time each round that creature is destroyed, you may place a mana equal to its level on Graveyard. Oh man. Samara trees again, Stranglevine, another vine tree, Wall of Bones, which is extendable, Wall of Bones, Ziggurat of Undeath. When a friendly zombie creature destroys a living non-epic creature with a melee attack, you may pay half the creature's casting cost rounded up to reanimate it. When the creature comes into play, place a zombie condition marker on it and place damage on it equal to its level. A highlight of the Bog Queen, a few of those. Death Fang, Devouring Jelly, which I think we covered already. Grey Wraith, Icthelids, a few of them. Another Crafthlord the Devourer. And we're going to take a good look here at the Necromancer art because it's pretty cool. I like the way they use the colors in Mage Wars in their art. Like, they got the nice dark grayish background with just enough electric blue and white to highlight the grays in this piece of art. Necromancer is Dark Fane. Trained in Dark School of Magic, holy spells cost triple during spellbook construction. We already covered the Plague Master and Eternal Servant, so we're going to move right through that. We've seen many of these cards already, so we're going to move through at a pretty good rate, I believe. Most of these are going to be themed for the Necromancer, and I'm only going to stop, for example, with Mort. I don't believe we have seen him yet. I'm only going to stop if we haven't seen the creatures. Skeleton Archers. Yes! 1, 2. Ooh, a Skeletal Knight. That's a cool picture. Who did the art? I like it. A minion. Of course, Necromancers have to have minions. Unstable Zombie. Does that mean he blows up? When Unstable Zombie is activated, it may choose one of the following. Remove up to 2 damage from itself. Its attack gains the +2 piercing trait until end of round. Or it loses Lumbering trait until the end of its action phase. Interesting. Venomous Zombie. Well, you know what that does. Zombie Brute. It must be a beast. Zombie Crawler. Zombie Minion. The Dark Mage only for Rise Again. When this creature is destroyed, you may pay half its casting cost, rounded up to reanimate it. That's pretty good. Animate Dead, which I'm not entirely sure if that's a new card or not. I know Dispel's been around. I'm pretty sure Dissolve. I think that's new art for Dissolve. Reassemble. Roll 6 attack dice. Target skeleton object may reconstruct up to that much damage. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Unholy Resurgence. Acid Ball again. Mort. Plague Zombies. Ravenous Ghouls. I believe we have seen everything. Oh, yeah, we've seen Thorn Lasher. So, Zombie Frenzy. We'll put that on top right now. So in the Mage Wars Necromancer versus Druid starter, you get 2 new spellbooks, which I should probably grab. Boom, boom. 2 new spellbooks, themed to match the caster that they represent. The tokens that are unique to them. The instructions / new rules that are unique to them. The spells for the spellbook that are unique to them, or, well, they're not necessarily unique to them, but that you can add to your collection for building any spellbook. The casters, which is the Necromancer, and the Druid, which she's way down yonder buried. I hope that this video helped you make a decision as to whether or not you want to expand your collection, or if you're just curious about Mage Wars, you could just look at it and say, wow, this game actually looks really cool. If you're new to Mage Wars, you should check out their website. They have a few how to play the game videos. They have a very nice instructional series, actually, like 3 or 4 videos that teach you how to play the game. It's broken down into about 7-minute segments, so you can watch them pretty much anytime you want. Thanks for watching. This has been a box breaking from Through Gamer Goggles. Gamer-goggles.com.